Hello everyone, this is Clement Aidana here from the Aidana Creative Studios, and today we will be going through a very interesting tutorial on how to design a flyer. Usually we have people who do not have design background wanting to come up with something creative to show or to boost their businesses or promote a particular project or an event, and sometimes it looks difficult. Some you don't even have the means to pay a professional designer to do that for you. Anyways, do not worry, because today I'm going to take you gradually through the process to come up with a poster or a flyer for a business. And today I'm going to look at the bag business. This is going to be for Aidana collections. Now, so if today is your first time here, please do turn on the post notification button and subscribe to our channel, because we'll be giving you more and more each week on how to get creative. Don't go anywhere. So let's dive straight into today's lesson. So without much ado, we would go into Illustrator, and we already have our created page. All right, so this is an A4 page that we have, and this is what we want to come up with. All right, we want to get something similar like this, and so we would work on that very soon. So let's get patient. So this is what we want to come up with in a bit, and first off, we would need to get a page ready. So you're going to use M, which means rectangle, to create our shape. So M is a shortcut for rectangle. So with this arrows here, if you should click and move, it's going to give us a rounded rectangle. Now next off, you are going to select our text tool and then write the name of the company there. So it's going to be Aidana collections. So that's the name of the company right up there, and let's click here and then enter. All right, so select everything, use the selection to hold on shift, and then drag carefully to get an even expansion. All right, so that's good. Aidana collections is great. Now so it's that one alone, and change the font. All right, so you have Montserrat is okay, but we're changing it to black. Okay, and then we're going to reduce the collections to say about 30, 20 would do. So 34 is okay, and then you'll minimize. All right, so that's great. So we'll go for a rectangle tool now, and then make a shape around this. The next thing we are going to do is to bring our already we have background being cropped, and we did that in Illustrator, which I have already. So if you want to know how to do that, this the link will be up there for you to trace and know how to do the cropping in Illustrator. It's quite different in Illustrator than in Photoshop. So as a designer, one of the unique things you can do to get a very good color blending is make sure you're picking from your image. If you have an image that has different colors, it gives you that freedom to choose from your image which color pattern you would want to use to come out with a very good flyer. So we're going to do all our color selection from this bag. So we select our black, we use the eyedropper tool, and then select one of the browns. Oh, I think this looks okay. So direct selection tool, we'll go for that so that we can change the rectangle into a rounded rectangle a bit. So that looks great. Let's send that backwards. Okay, so we can now change our collection into white rather than black, because we need a very good contrast. So we are looking good now, and then I think we would have to change Aidana to something good as well. So I think this brown would do. Wow, I think our designing is getting better and better as we progress in this tutorial. Alright, so let's change this one as well to a lighter brown. Whoa, that's good. And now we decrease the size of our bag. Remember, hold shift as you do that to avoid distorting or stretching your image, because it counts. It plays a role in the whole design you create. Alright, that brings about unison in the work. Okay, so now that we have this, we can use the ellipse tool. You create a circle, holding shift you get a perfect circle, and the ellipse has no fill, so we are going to give it a fill of this color. We are selecting all the colors, mind you, from our image, which is the bag that we have. So let's duplicate this by going to edit, copy, edit back, and then paste in front. Now we can open up the one we just copied and send to back. Alright, then we can change that color to brown. Let's do a deeper brown. That looks good. Whoa, I bet you're happy with yourself because you're making progress wherever you're watching this. Sure. So we can decide to also duplicate again. So we go back to edit, go back to copy, edit again, and paste in the back. Increase that a bit. I think that is okay. So this time around we are going to create a stroke around it and then take off the fill. Wow, increase the stroke a bit. We need this one, and then we'll come to the stroke options. We want dashes around it. I think that is cool. Increase to about 4, and let's minimize it down. Okay, great. Sure. So we are going for a text tool, and this time around we're writing 10% discount. So 10% discount. Alright, I think we should change this color to another shade of a brown. So let's pick this one. Oh, that's cool. So that looks good. Entire it this way and that way, and you'll bring it back to its position. Alright, can decide to reduce the opacity of this one a bit. Let's give this a darker shade. Increase this one a bit. Okay, so our work is almost done with this fire. It's looking pretty well now, so it's good. Yes, you might be wondering, whoa, am I the one doing this? Yeah, it's one of the good subsets you could ever think of using. So let's bring this out, minimize it again, and then get a rounded rectangle. Then the next thing we are going to do is use our text tool again, and then this time around we are typing for enquiries. For enquiries. And we write our numbers. We've duplicated this one. We are going to change that to white for a better contrast between the text and the background. It lies on. So 05015897373. You could use your own number, whichever way you want it. Alright, so it's not affecting it because you've not selected using the text tool. So 0501589373 or 0242959 so we can increase that a bit, still hold it so we have something even. Looks too bold, for me, sorry. So I'm going to change the font to a bold, semi-bold. Okay, I think this is good. This looks good. Alright, so we are done, but then of course we need the rectangles, so let's duplicate this and send that here. Increase it a bit. Make a duplicate of the same thing and bring it down there. This is okay. Taking the strokes off, delete it. Taking this one also off, delete it. We need our rectangle now, and let's give it a fill. Just play around your software whilst you design. You don't need to master everything in a day. You know, the more you do, the better you become at it. It's about practice. Practice makes perfect. That's what we usually say, and it's really true. Alright, so right about now we are done, and we're looking good with our design anyways. The positioning is quite critical, you know, to give that flair and that nice look we would want in our design. Okay, so we're almost done. Now I think we're done now. So this is something simple, and it should sell us, you know, kind of a unique selling proposition, you know what I say. So let's add our final touch to the work. Alright, so we are going to pick this image and drop here, and drag, holding shift to open it up, put it behind the whole background. And now we can go to Windows and then put our properties on and reduce the opacity. Alright, okay, so alright, so we are done with our design, and I would want us to see how it looks like. So we realize that there is a black bounding box around base in which our design is. That is to tell you that is the only space that the design is going to work. If you are going to print or use on a screen, that is what you're going to see. So you want to cover any extended images that we have, so that you get to see how the real design looks like on the artboard. Alright, so we are good to go, and this is how it looks now. So we are going back to reference what we looked at to create this one. You see there is no much difference between original work and then the one we've created. So it doesn't really take too much effort to come up with a design. If you want to, it's about dedication and determination to do it. And yes, bro, sis, you're going to do it. If only you put your mind to it that I want to do this, you will do it. So yeah, this is what we have for our design. That's Idana Collections. It's a sample flyer for my company, Wheel and Bags. We have a 10% discount, and for enquiries, that is the call of action. If you want someone to do a purchase, that is what you put there, so that they get to call you, because they're going to have your contact. So it's going to be easy for them to call you and then make a purchase from you. This is where we end today's tutorial. The name again is Clement Aidana from the Aidana Creative Studios, and today we just did a tutorial on how to create a flyer in Illustrator for your company. Alright, so if today was the first time being on this channel, make sure you click on the subscribe button and put on your post notification button so that you get to receive new videos whenever we post them.